Hey guys, you're listening to Cars and Health Bars. On today's episode, we have another interview in store for you. Today, we have on longtime friend of mine, Logan, and I'm excited to ask him a lot of burning questions I have, and I can't wait to capture it all on air. Let's get right into it.
Like I saw him in the review, and then I turned, and he turned on the road I was on. Straight on my ass, bruh. I was doing like 10 over. And he just like has brights, you know, and luckily I got the auto dim shit, so it didn't like fuck with me. But
Typical Ram owner. Yeah,
so I downshifted with the two-step like on after 3K. I downshifted like 3,500, turn it two-step on, and once it hit 3K, it fucking shot a big ass flame out. He moved his truck back after that.
I didn't know the rearview mirrors had a thing that flip up, so like when people have their lights on behind you, they don't fucking blind you.
Our cars have like an auto dim, like lens overlay.
Oh, well, mine like flips, and I didn't know it flipped. So I'm driving home one day, and this guy with fucking LED lights are behind me, riding my ass. I can't see shit. I said, God damn, dude, I can't fucking see. Ron, I was driving around home, and he reaches up and moves my mirror. I was like, I started cussing Ron. I was like, Ron, what the fuck, man? I had that mirror set in the perfect spot. Why did you fuck with my mirror? He goes, I didn't fuck with it. I was like, yeah, you did. I clearly just watched. And we were sitting there arguing. And like he goes, Logan, look. He flips it back down. I get blinded again, and he flips it back up. I was like, oh shit, I didn't even realize I had that.
Yeah, Trish didn't know about it either. I showed her, and she's like, I didn't even know that's what that was for. She said, I thought it was just to take the mirror off, and I'm like, I can kind of understand you seeing that, honestly.
I didn't even know I had it until that day. I've only used it like twice, but
dude, I didn't know like the auto dimming on cars is so nice. That mine and Jordan's car has like it. They could probably turn a light bar on, and all you'd see is just like the bulbs in the actual light bar itself. It's pretty OP.
When my car was at the shop getting fixed, and I had that rental, it had the headlights would auto like dim based on like if people were coming or not.
Oh, nice.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, I'd never seen that either. That's pretty cool. Logan, you've I wanted you to talk to us about the all your Rangers, because Jordan doesn't know that you are the Ranger murderer. Like a Ranger sees you and it hides.
Yes. I have killed 2 Rangers. You know how Rangers are like the most, like they say they're the most unkillable truck.
Yeah,
I've killed 2 of them.
Damn, bruh.
I poured out one time.
I see trucks like Jacob Martin's all the time, so it just blows my mind that someone could kill him.
Dude, trust me, I can kill him.
That last one was rough. Like, rough.
Yeah, that last one I had was... people say I'm lucky to get out of that one.
You looked like you took that truck down Mount Chiliad on GTA.
I was driving to work, and a deer ran out in front of me, and I'm on this fucking giant-ass bluff, and for some odd reason, I swerved. I guess it's because it scared the shit out of me, and I swerved. Well, I ended up I go into the grass. I couldn't get off the grass. Next thing I know, I hit a tree. I wake up. I'm in the passenger seat of my truck, and I'm in the passenger seat. I wake up. I'm against the door. Like, I'm laying against the door. I open up my door. I fall out. This is the weird thing. I fell out into a bunch of deer carcasses.
What?
Damn.
Yeah, I'm serious. I fell into a bunch of deer carcasses.
Oh my god.
And I look up my truck. I knocked the fucking engine into the cab. My radio, I deployed one airbag deployed. I didn't have my seatbelt on.
They got recalls on them airbags too. I bet that shit went bad.
One of my airbags only went off because for some odd reason I kept it off. I don't know why, but I kept the airbag off. So one of my airbags went off, and dude, it was just bad. I went off. It was 40 feet.
My God.
I went off a 40-foot fucking bluff and lived with only just a fucked up back.
That's crazy.
I had no internal bleeding, nothing wrong with me. It's just my back was fucking hurting.
Damn, bro, you came out
lucky to be alive.
I am very lucky to be alive. Everyone says to this day I am so lucky from living through that. I was in the hospital for like 4 hours.
4 hours?
I was in the hospital for 4 hours. I was like, fuck this. I want to go home and lay down. I called my boss, and I was like, I got in the wreck. After I got the wreck, I called my roommate. And he came over there. He told me, he's like, call an ambulance. I told him not to call an ambulance. But eventually, they called an ambulance because I couldn't move for a second. Like, I could move, but I just couldn't move good. But they had to drive, my roommate had to drive his work truck through the field just to pick me up, to drive me back to the ambulance.
Jeez.
But, I was in the hospital for like 4 hours. I was fucking miserable. All I wanted to smoke a cigarette so damn bad. Like, that's all I wanted was just a cigarette. That's the only thing I wanted. I just wanted a cigarette. But I couldn't. I was like, I'm in front of my grandparents. I can't smoke in front of them. And I can't smoke on the hospital grounds. I get in my mom's car, and the first thing I did was grab a cigarette and lit it. And eventually, I called my buddy Ryan. Well, I called Ryan, and I was like, "Hey, I just got in a wreck. Tell my boss." I told my boss, I was like, "Tell the boss I won't be coming in." Well, I get a call like a couple hours later, like maybe like 3 hours after I get out of the hospital, and he's like, "Hey, man," he's like, "Are you all right? I heard you got in a wreck." I was like, "Yeah, man." I told him all what happened. We're off the bluff and shit. He goes, I was like, I told him, I was like, "I ain't going to be coming in for a couple of days." He's like, "Ah, man, I don't blame you," but yeah. Until this day, everyone says I'm lucky to be alive.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
I think, Jordan, you've only really been in like one wreck, and that was whenever you tried climbing that telephone pole, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, lucky. Me and Logan, we had our fair share
I
of
mean,
accidents.
when I was in like 3rd grade, we were turning off onto 68 and 80 from my house, and there's a school bus that picked up kids like one house away from our road. So we go out on 68 and 80 and we're stopped by the school bus. This lady is just fucking texting, driving or something, not looking at the road. She's been doing like 60, 65, and we were stopped and hit us. And there's like a few cars, and she hit us, we hit a car, that car hit a car, and then eventually it hit the bus.
Dang, dude.
That's fucking wild.
The only time I really got like a really bad wreck was my first wreck in my Colorado, whenever I hydroplaned on a curve and like did a 180 and my bed like T-boned a dually. Like,
Damn.
my tailgate almost went through my rear view, like through my back glass if it wasn't secured. Everybody tells me if I hit him, if my truck didn't spin the way it did, I probably wouldn't have died, but I'd been in a rough shape.
Has been in so many circumstances where it should just died, but somehow, dude, I did like a 720 in it one day. Like it was raining and I took a curve real fast. Yeah, I did like a 720, bro.
Those
Dude,
trucks just spin.
I didn't tell anyone. I've never told anyone, bro. I fucking just kept spinning.
We were going through fucking Bowling Green one day. It was me and David, and we were going through Bowling Green. We just got done doing something at the bowling alley. I can't remember what the fuck we were doing, but we were just going down the road. I had, those frosted sugar cookie things with the sugar cookies with like a lot of icing on them and sprinkles. I had them on the dash, and we're sitting there, we're talking and stuff. Next thing you know, we lose control. We're like all over the fucking road, and like we end up hitting one of those concrete divider things, but it didn't it didn't hurt the truck real bad. It didn't do anything to the truck, but my fucking cookies went everywhere. I got mad about that. Because I just bought them. I got mad because I lost all my cookies. And David looks at me and goes, "Logan, we almost died." And I was like, "Yeah, I know." And then for some odd reason, I chuckled a little bit. I was like, and I realized that my cookies were everywhere. I was like, "God!" I started cussing. I was like, "My cookies."
Dude, I think growing up in like rural Kentucky is like just trailer park boys simulation. Like, I don't even know.
God,
I did get another wreck. That one with Gunner when we were going to Holiday World or coming back from Holiday World. We're going like down the interstate doing like 70, and everyone in front of us swerved out of the way for that traffic cone, and Gunner swerved, and we hit the median like 2 times.
God.
And then I remember I was asleep, and I remember I couldn't get up. I was like laying down, and when I got up, I looked out the window and I saw Jacob Martin outside with his flashlight, like waving at that a semi truck and it's so close to hitting us, bro. I just saw my life flash before my eyes.
Hell,
God.
I'm the reason why. I'm the reason why they put up what's those signs to simulate like a bad curve.
Oh yeah.
I'm the reason why they put up one in front of the Sumitomo up here in Scottsville. Because I wrecked because I had a White Ranger and I had a Gold Ranger. The Gold Ranger was my worst one. The White Ranger wasn't so bad, but I still killed it. But I was pulling out of Sumitomo because I was applying for a job there, and I ended up never getting the job because I wrecked right there in front of the building. Like I pulled out, hit a van, and because I looked, I didn't see the van, and I'm about to pull out. Next thing I know, I just get hit in the face with an airbag. I get out. I'm all discombobulated or whatever you call it, and I looked over and knew this van was flipped over. I was like, oh, I started freaking out. I started freaking out, man. I was like, oh my god, I just killed somebody. Oh Jesus! I was crying, and so it was terrible. And but like I messed up the engine. I bent the frame on that one. I messed up the engine, knocked the radiator clean out, tore like half the bump. I tore the entire bumper and all my headlights out.
God, Logan.
Yeah. I am the Ranger killer.
That's awful, dude. You just wreck them beyond repair.
Hey, man.
We literally just had Tyler on last week talking about Ford and stuff. I was wondering if you had any cool Ford stories for us, just on a sidebar.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Are you talking about at the shop?
Yeah.
Yeah, like.
Oh, okay. I got one.
Yeah.
So I'm a service worker. I do service and I do oil changes and stuff like that. You know, the usual. Well, me and this one guy, we were rotating tires, and I'm sitting here trying to put a tire on, and I go, Hunter, come here real quick. I can't get this tire on right. Well, he comes over here and he's like, what do you mean? I was like, look, I'm trying to get it on. I can't get it on. And he grabs it. He starts messing with it. Well, next thing you know, the freaking rear axle just hits the rack. And we're like, we just stop whatever we're doing. We go, we told our boss to come here, and he gets so mad at us. He comes over there and looks. He's like, what did you guys do? And he starts yelling at us. He's like, we didn't do anything. We were literally just trying to put the tire on.
Hey.
Not too long ago, one of the what do you call those things where you put your cigarette butts in? It's like a pole kind of.
Yeah.
One of those called. Yeah, one of those caught on fire the other day.
We had one catch on fire at the Ford dealer I worked at.
Yeah, that one caught on fire.
Why do they make those out of plastic? Bro. Why do they make something?
I don't know. I like we were cleaning up. It was like past like 4 o'clock, so we usually clean up around 4. And we had the shop doors open, and I look out the shop door, and one of the techs, he has like the thing, and that thing is just blowing smoke. I go, damn, dude, did you catch your thing on fire? He goes, I guess so. So he grabs a thing of like wash fluid and just pours it all over the thing and extinguishes it.
Wow.
That's like the worst smell I've smelled in a while.
Burning tobacco and plastic.
Nah, burnt cigarette butts, man. They're nasty.
Yeah. Gross.
Oh, hell, today I got into one of those Explorers and I didn't realize I had it in park. And I thought I was going to hit the brake, but I guess I didn't realize where my foot was. I just stomp on the fucking gas. My boss was right next to me, and I look out the passenger mirror, the window, and he's in the other vehicle, and he's just sitting there just staring at me.
I don't know if it's because me and you watched that show like whenever we were growing up or what the deal is, but like you just remind me of Rigby so much, like Mordecai and Rigby. And that especially just like Benson just staring at Rigby after he just did something so stupid. That's just what I see.
Like I've done a lot of stupid shit, especially at the shop.
I did know.
Man, I fell off the fucking racks. I've hit my head so many times. I knocked a tire off of a Jeep one time.
Oh my god!
Because so those Jeep Cherokees, they have like they're not regular like lug nuts or lug studs. So they're like studs in from the the wheel hub or whatever. But you have to like if you take the wheel studs out, you have to pretty much take the tire off like right after because that thing is like held on by like barely anything. Well, I'm underneath the car doing an oil change, and I didn't know this guy took the lug studs off. I literally turned to walk out to go get something. My head hits the freaking tire. The tire fell right on top of me.
My God.
Damn.
And I get mad. I start cussing this dude out, and he starts cussing me out. And then my boss comes over there and starts cussing that dude out.
What in the world?
Fucking wild.
God.
Yeah.
Y'all's Ford sounds way different than
That's what I love that. It's fun to work in there, man. We have some bad times. We have some good times.
I mean, I think that's anywhere.
That's the same as the Ford dealer I worked at. I loved working there.
Yeah, we have good times and I have bad times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's this time where I walked up to my boss and I was goofing around. I just start cussing at him and everything. And he's like, and I'm going like real bad. Like I get like I look like I seem I'm like really angry. Like I'm like mad. And he just looks at me and I start smiling. He goes, "Well, damn, I thought you were serious." And I start laughing and shit 'cause I think it's funny. There's times where I do stuff just to make him angry because I think it's funny. Because like he's a good boss and everything, he does stuff that makes me angry and he thinks it's funny, so I do it back.
It's good to have like a boss that you can kind of joke around with.
Oh yeah, we fucked with our boss a lot at Ford because we had Alright, so I'll tell you a Ford story I've never told. So there's this one guy we called Johnny Marbles. I'm not gonna say his real name, but it's really similar to Johnny Marbles. And this guy had really big ears, like just really big ears. I don't know why, he just did. But he'd always be in the office talking to our boss. He'd be there like 4 times a day, like saying the same thing, like "How's your day been?" Like it's just like real awkward shit. So whenever he'd go in there, me and all the techs that worked right by my boss, we'd all go by the window and hold our heads up behind our ears, like fucking with him. He'd start laughing and shit. Like, and he'd be like, "What the fuck's up?" Like the other guy.
God.
Sorry.
No, what were you gonna say?
I was like, I got the nickname Cheech from like Cheech and Chong.
Yeah.
I got the name Cheech because like during the winter, I like at a certain time period, I don't wear a hat. I wear a toboggan. I wear that. I wear that for the entire winter. Well, I kind of slouch when I'm in a vehicle. Like if I'm driving up to the service bay to drop a car off, and I slouch, and I'm real low in the car. And one of the service riders, she comes out there and she's like, "Man, you look like Cheech with that toboggan on." And I started making like quotes from the movie, like stuff like that. I thought it was funny.
I need to tell you this story before I forget it. I was gonna anyways, my coworker was telling me this story about someone that we also work with or somebody he grew up with. I was dying whenever I heard this story. So it starts out this guy who he told me was like he's already like a super weird guy as it is. He like mows yards and stuff for a living. Well, he got mushrooms from a Amish guy, which like that by itself like freaked me out. I was like, whoa. He's like, no, man, that's not even close.
The Amish.
That's what I said.
Amish are really good.
He's like, that's not even where the story even begins. I was like, okay. So he he takes these shrooms that the Amish guy gives him, and he goes to work. He starts mowing yards. Well, he's mowing a yard that's about the size of my front yard. Like it's a really small, like suburban yard, and he's out there for like 2.5 hours. And the homeowner's like, "What is he still doing out there?" And the guy wasn't out there no more, and there wasn't nothing but dirt left. Like he had cut it down to dirt.
Oh my god!
The guy's wife comes back to the homeowner and apologizes, and gets the lawnmower, and she goes, "Yeah, I'm sorry. He took some shrooms and he was tripping out, and he thought that the grass was growing as he was cutting it. It was growing so fast, and he kept cutting it and cutting it and cutting it because he was tripping out so bad that he thought the grass was regrowing." I'm like, that's a bad trip right there, buddy. God. Yeah, everything about that story was like
That's
Yeah.
funny.
shrooms from the Amish. Don't
The
do it.
hardcore shit. Hardcore shit.
You know how Amish dude just went out in the woods and grabbed something random. I just
I bought
imagine.
I feel
bought
like the
a-
Amish would do some weird shit.
Probably.
Dude, have you guys ever watched that video that Amish dude like coming out of nowhere and he gets like sideways with his buggy and there's like
Yeah.
sparks flying. It's like
Yeah, I've
sparks
seen
flying up
that.
and everywhere.
Yeah, I
Totally
seen that one
drifting.
too where that Amish dude's passed out. Like he got drunk and was like, just his horse was still pulling him, really slow, and the cop is trying to get him out of the buggy, and he's just passed out drunk, and he's like, "Hey, get out of that carriage, Jebediah."
He said the horse knows where home is or something. I saw that video.
Oh, he does. I didn't even
Yeah,
remember
he,
that.
said that he just stopped trying to get him out eventually. It was like, the horse will take him home or something. He literally gave up.
I mean, is he wrong though? he
No, he's
ain't
right.
driving. He's just kind of riding.
I bought a Chevy Blazer off of a Amish dude and I ended up blowing that thing up.
Jesus, Logan.
You bought a car off an Amish person?
Yeah, well, yeah.
You're a sinner, boy.
I bought a car well, it was an ex-Amish dude.
Oh,
And I bought it off of him, and months down the road, I had to end up getting the transmission replaced. Within like the first day of me having it, I had to get the transmission replaced. I replaced the transmission, had it for a couple months, and I was coming home. I left because at the time I was working at Tractor Supply Warehouse in Franklin, and I was like, man, I'm not feeling it today. I'm just going to go home. Well, I couldn't make it home. I made it like not even 10 minutes down the road. I made it like maybe like 2 minutes down the road, and the thing just goes, and I lose all power. I'm sitting there stomping on the gas, see if see if that would fix it. But nah, I end up blowing it up.
dang, dude.
And yeah, it sat on the side of the road for like almost 2 weeks, and eventually I managed to get it hauled back to my house where it sat for like 4 months, and I eventually got it sold.
Was it a 2-door or 4-door Blazer?
4-door.
Oh, yeah.
It was I think it was a 99 or 98.
Dang, I seen a guy on the internet build a 2-door Blazer, and that thing just looks so nice. Like,
Oh,
you wouldn't think they'd look nice if they do.
You can make a Blazer look nice. No, here's another story. You guys ever heard? I used to have a Mercedes.
What?
Yeah, I used to have a Mercedes.
High
Me
dollar.
whipping the import.
No. Listen, this thing was okay. So it was a 1988 Mercedes-Benz 300D turbo diesel.
Oh yeah, those are awesome.
Yeah.
Bro.
Dude, I bought it off a pizza delivery guy somewhere in Tennessee. I can't remember where at in Tennessee, but I bought it off of him. That
Logan,
car
what
was
kind of weird Craigslist are you looking at? Like, we be buying cars from the weirdest
dude,
people.
Me and my roommate, we're sitting at we're at the Mexican restaurant. We're sitting there eating. I was like, man, I really like to get me a car. He goes, and he shows me this car. I was like, bet I'm gonna buy that car. There you go. That same day, I went out. We drive 4 hours down into Tennessee to pick up this car. We're coming back. Then at the time, one of my buddies, he drives trucks, and he had a big Dodge Cummins that had super wide singles on the back. Like these, it had
I know
semi
who you're
tires.
talking about, yeah.
Yeah. Dude, and it comes a freaking typhoon or whatever. It's raining down, pouring down. We hit the freaking water thing, and it literally splashed, hit the car, and almost knocked us off the freaking road. This car was hood stacked, and I almost wrecked it going down to my house in Tennessee where I lived at the time.
God. Yeah.
I was going down a really deep curve, and I drive this curve like going like 60 because I'm used to it, but I didn't get used to it in that car. And next thing I know, I'm driving. The next thing I know, I'm looking sideways at the side of the road.
Jesus Christ.
I eventually broke down on me, and I ended up selling it because I was like, man, the thing had over 500,000 miles on it.
Yeah, those
Dang.
things go forever, dude. They're awesome.
It was a nice car, dude. Too bad I bought it. It was kind of trashy, but it was a nice car.
Yeah, we kind of wanted to get a diesel terrain whenever we were looking at trains, but we did some research and found out that the particular diesel engine that they put inside those terrains were garbage, and anybody that bought them didn't want them. They knew they had a ticking time bomb. I don't know if they were a ticking time bomb or what the issue was, but they did not have that engine figured out.
That's wild, because the Ford EcoDiesels and the trucks and stuff are really good engines.
Well, at first, my buddy that works at GM, he's like, man, I just really wouldn't recommend you guys getting them. Do some research. And he's like, there's a reason they only put them in like a couple of years of the terrains and quit doing it. And he's like, they got issues. And I looked into it, and it's like a lot of people were saying they were not worth it. And my uncle, he helps run an auction lot, and he's like, yeah, he said anytime those cars come up, they hardly ever sell, and the people that do sell them try to bring them back. I don't know what the issue with them is, but I don't want to know.
Sounds like the 1.4s.
I think that is what it is.
I mean, I won't be honest with you. I thought about going out and buying me another one. I mean, I like that car. It was an awesome car. I just couldn't get over the turbo.
I'd like to get one of them.
I just couldn't get over the turbo. That was like the best thing ever.
Turbos are awesome.
It was hood stack too, so.
I don't know if I'd want a hood stack be obstructing my vision.
Dude, it used to be hood stack. Well, we started fooling around with it, and the thing just kind of broke off. So I had to constantly just ride around with my windows down, or else I was going to just inhale fucking the fumes, because it would just go through the vents.
God.
And when I sold it, it was like one of the coldest times of the year. I had to drive all the way to almost Cookville to go meet this guy about this car. And he's asking me all these questions. It's like, I had to play dumb. And I was like, man, I was like, yeah, sure, yeah. And I was like, man, I ended up getting it sold. I'm honestly thinking about buying me another one. I like to get another one.
Yeah, I'd like to have something like that for a daily.
Anything 90s or like that time period just looks so good. Like, God, I really wish I had your car, man. That I love like the old Civics. They look so good. Like anything 90s model. Ooh.
My roommate Civic, it was a 90 something. Mine's a 2004 sedan, so it's 4-door.
Yeah, I gotta have that 2-door. I love that.
I wish it was a 2-door so bad, but I mean the 4-door is kind of
more practical.
handy.
Yeah. 4-door's alright. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
I mean, I don't mind a 4-door, but I got so much work to do that car. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, my trunk is literally zip tied right now.
It's all good. People put hood pins in hoods. It ain't no different.
No, like it was already messed up because it didn't latch right, and I just got tired of it I'm going down the road, and I hit a bump and it flies open and slams back shut.
Oh my god.
I got tired of it. It used to scare people. I used to get people flashing lights at me all the time. I never kept anything back there. I never kept anything back there, so I wasn't worried about stuff like flying out.
People be like, buddy, your stuff's falling apart back here.
But I was like, man, I got tired of it. So I just grabbed a bunch of zip ties from work. I crawl in through the back seat. I crawl into the trunk, and I close the hood, and I start zip tying it. I talked to this one dude at work, and I was like, all right, man, I need you to lift up on it after I zip tie it. And he doesn't lift up on it. He yanks it up, and all the stuff that keeps like the latch together just comes out apart into the trunk. I was like, oh my god, you just broke it even worse. He goes, he starts saying something, and I start arguing. I was like, it doesn't matter. Close it. I'm just going to zip tie it. And lo and behold, I got it zip tied all the crap.
God, whatever.
I got like 6 zip ties on that thing together right now.
Oh my god, it ain't going nowhere.
It ain't going anywhere.
That's right.
Oh, we're gonna throw it to a quick break, and we'll be right back. Today's episode is sponsored by Dubby, the energy blend that is waging war on big energy. Guys, if you're one of those people like me that goes into a gas station and spends $3, $4, $5 on an energy drink just to get you through the day, you have to check out this product. With their tubs containing 30 servings, it's going to save you so much money in the long run. And if you don't want to ball out and buy a tub right off the bat, you should definitely check out their starter pack. It comes with a shaker cup. The starter pack's going to come with 2 flavors. Their Dragonade and also their Beach and Peach. 2 amazing flavors. I really love the Beach and Peach, and let me just tell you, I'm not a big peach guy, but it was really, really good. And they have a lot of cool, interesting flavors on their website. But a lot of them are under pre-order right now, so the sooner you get on that pre-order list, the sooner you're going to receive your product. Guys, head on over to w.gg and go check out some of their product. Any purchase you make on the website, use coupon code HealthBars10. That's going to give you 10% off. And that's going to not only help the show, but it's also going to show W that we're going to be a good partner to work with. Guys, I urge you, go check out their products. Go check out that starter pack. It's gonna be a great thing to invest in, especially like I said, if you're one of those guys that's cranking down those energy drinks like myself. Again, guys, go to w.gg and use code HealthBars10. We're back with Logan. We want to get into some gaming stuff for sure. Logan, you have got me into probably my most favorite games of all time. Even games that I was like, man, I know for sure Skyrim was one of those games where I was like, Logan, I can't play this game. It's too many buttons. It's too much. And like, that's like hands down one of my favorite games. Like, it's up there in my top 5 or 10.
Skyrim was where it's at, man. Skyrim. I remember when it came out and I watched the live action trailer they released, where it's like, you know, you got that guy like slowly walking through the burning city.
Mm-hmm.
Then it has that cool song sung by that one girl. And it was really cool. And man, we got so deep in, like, I grew up around Skyrim. I played it like so many times. I used to have a laptop. I used to play it on my laptop because I had an entire box set of the entire Elder Scrolls, like 1 through 5. Like I can't remember the first one. But I had Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim, I think it's Daggerfall, and the first one. But I used to play on my laptop all the time. And eventually, my laptop got to the point where I can't run with a crab. I ended up shooting it with a gun. I got mad at it, and I got angry, and I ended up shooting it.
The Kentucky way.
My dad comes out in the yard. He's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I don't know."
This is
I got bored.
Reaction channel.
But
that's the opposite of Psycho Dad. Psycho son kills and stuff.
But like right now, like I grew up around Skyrim. I played it like all my life. To this day, I still play it. And right now, I play Dungeons and Dragons every Sunday. So
nice.
Me and all my boys, we get together. We play Dungeons and Dragons. Well, we did a Skyrim themed Dungeons and Dragons, and we've been playing for almost 2 years now.
One of our buddies is trying hard to get us to try Dungeons and Dragons, but he promises it won't last that long. But we don't. We've heard of those games lasting like weeks.
Dude, there's a video up on this one channel. I can't remember the name of the channel, but this guy's been playing for like 40 years.
Jesus.
40
yeah.
years, man.
But man,
me.
I remember when the Dragonborn DLC released. I thought that was a real good one. The Heartfire I liked because you get to build a house, which I thought was cool.
Yeah, that was my favorite.
I thought that was the coolest thing ever. But my favorite one was the Dawn Guard. Dawn Guard was cool.
Did Dawn Guard add the vampires and all that?
Yeah, because you had to go to that castle.
Yeah, that was
and
cool.
you got to join the ranks of the Dawn Guard. But like halfway through the game, you can just either become a vampire lord or fight the vampires. But you got that really cool bow and stuff that you shoot it into the sun. It does something. I can't remember what it did. It's been a while since I played it. I'm gonna probably get back into it. I don't know.
Yeah, I heard modded Skyrim's really fun. I need to try that out.
If you want, like, I usually go through Nexus to get all my mods, but I usually get like graphical mods, like where like you got like some kind of like nebula in the sky or whatever. The trees look realistic, the water and stuff.
Yeah.
But
that game on base, like it looks super good for its age. It's ridiculous how good they did with it.
Now, what was you guys' favorite race to play in that game?
I was
I don't even know.
I was definitely Wood Elf. I loved using bows.
Yeah, I used Wood Elf a lot.
It was either Argonian.
You're a lizard
Lord.
boy.
I just because you get water breathing, which is kind of helpful. But like, I mean, freaking, I remember that. You know that I can't remember that quest name, but we go into that mountain after you meet Yar Bolgriff.
Yeah.
And yeah, you go through that mountain to find that tombstone or whatever.
Uh-huh.
I remember when I played that game. I didn't complete that quest until I was like level 30.
Dude, the side quests are crazy.
Yeah, dude, because that giant spider freaked me out because I was like 12. I can't remember when that game released, but I was like really young when I played it, and at the time I was terrified of spiders.
Dude, I was really scared of COD Zombies the very first time I saw it. I was like, oh shit.
But I didn't complete that quest until I was like level 30 because that giant spider freaked me out. I was like, I couldn't work up the courage to go play it.
Did you ever play Grounded, Logan?
No, I never played Grounded.
You should play Grounded. You would enjoy that game a lot.
No, I don't want to play that game because of the
There's
spiders.
like a big, huge spiders on that game.
Like, it's weird. Like, I can handle, like, you guys ever played Outlast?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can play Outlast. Well, I can't now because that game still scares the crap out of me. But like, I managed to get through Outlast, but I couldn't fight a virtual spider.
Did you ever play the game Lunch Lady with me and Jordan?
No, I didn't. I watched a YouTuber play the game. I thought it would be fun.
I kid you not, me and Jordan found that game the night it released for no reason at all. We were like, dude, what are we gonna play? And like, this game was like $5 or $10, and it was like, actually, we played a game before that and we weren't really feeling it, and we got this game, and like after we got done playing it, we were like, man, that game's a lot of fun. And I was like looking on the Steam page, I'm like, dude, this game came out like a few hours ago. Like, that game really took off for what it is. The game's fun.
I heard it's really fun.
Dude, the proximity chat does it. It's really what does it.
Oh,
that
dude,
was the best thing I've ever had.
There's just some little kid, like, he was playing with us, and he was just talking up a storm the whole time. And he was like, guys, I'm on the other hallway. And then he got on our hallway, and he's like, has anybody seen her? Where's she at? And then you just hear him screaming, like, and his screams get farther and farther away, and, like, you can barely hear him, and you just hear a frying pan go bonk. It was the greatest thing ever. That game was so fun for no reason at all. Like, it was great. If that game was VR, that'd be great too.
Oh, dude. I've been trying to. I got a VR headset, and I've been trying to find some really good horror games to play. Because I like. It's weird because like I like horror stuff. Like I love horror movies. Like I'm a big fan of that stuff.
Yeah.
But like I can't play games for some odd reason.
I'm kind of the same way, yeah.
It's weird because like Outlast, it scared the crap out of me. Like I managed to work my way through the entire game. I don't know how. I could not play Dead Space. But when Dead Space, like
I've never played that. What's that like?
Dude, it's like, all right, so you're like a space engineer guy, and you got to go to this spaceship to find out why it's like lost communications, and you got these things called necromorphs, and these things are like 4 limbs. They're all like mangled and stuff, and they could stab you, rip your arms off and stuff. It's a very terrifying game.
Damn.
Like, but I couldn't play Dead Space. I just couldn't do it. I could not work up the courage. I can't remember whatever. I'm thinking about getting into Alien Isolation though. I'm thinking about playing that.
That's a little bit of an older game, isn't it?
There's a new one that came out.
Oh.
I can't remember when it came out. It's not old, but
yeah, it's pretty new for.
I remember seeing it on Game Pass. I was kind of surprised. I thought it was
oh,
older.
it's on Game Pass.
Pretty sure. I could be wrong.
Man.
I don't know.
I don't.
I've been trying to get my wife to play Hello Neighbor, but for some reason, that's just like a hill she will die on. She's like, I'm not playing that game. That game looks terrifying. I'm like, it does not. It's so cartoonish. She's like, the suspense. She said, it's going to be so scary.
I played a little bit of Hello Neighbor, and I don't know what I was doing. I couldn't figure out what I was supposed to do. So I was like, I'm not even going to worry about this.
I like watching her play horror games. I'm not much into playing them unless I'm playing them with like Jordan or somebody else. I can't play a horror game by myself. I'm too much of a weenie. I'm just being honest.
What about Dead Island?
I wouldn't consider Dead Island to be a horror game.
You remember I got you into Dead Island?
Yes, sir. You got me into Dead Island. That game, dude.
Dude,
me and Jordan still play to this day.
Remember Beach Police?
Yes, sir.
We did that too, yeah.
Yeah, we were just running around. No, I can't remember what we used to do, but like we just go around and beat the crap out of zombies.
We would check the changing rooms on the beach, be like, "Go FBI, open up!"
We're just running around, drop kick them.
Yeah. I'd always beat him up with my hands when I did it too.
just like me and Jordan got back on there, and just like we would just go on the beach and just pretty much beat people down. Like we'd both be wailing on the same zombie. It sounded like somebody getting mugged.
I remember, like, we used to like kick the crap out of them. They'd be already down. They'd be dead for like the past like 5 minutes, and we'd spend like the next like 20 just kicking them.
Are you excited for Dead Island 2? It comes out next month, dude.
Oh, I'm excited, dude.
I got it pre-ordered. I'm fired up.
Dead Island is one of the games I loved, but like that, I can't remember that one zombie with the bone hands or whatever. That
the Ripper. Yeah, the
Ripper.
Butcher. No, Butcher.
Yeah,
yeah.
But like,
God.
I remember the first time you meet him, it was terrifying.
I love the way that Island introduced new enemies, like how they had like a whole cut scene to introduce them. That was like the coolest thing ever.
Oh yeah, but like I think you were going through the jungle at that point of the game.
Yep.
You were
then it just screams so loud, and you're like, it's so unexpected.
God. Yeah.
And like you turn around real fast, you're looking for him, you just see him barge right at you.
I wonder what enemies they're going to bring back in Dead Island 2. I definitely see the Ram coming back because that was like one of their big
Dude,
like
I love
favorites.
The Ram.
Yeah.
Was that the one in the straight jacket?
Yeah, the big dude.
Oh yeah.
He just charged you. Kick the crap out of you.
Always in the jail, be dying to that motherfucker.
I think the sewer mission was the one mission that I did not like.
That was
whatsoever.
Speed run every time that the sewer.
Every time because you had a flashlight the size of a freaking tick and you couldn't see anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're getting just beat on by a bunch of zombies you can't even see, so you just basically either you're running through it or you're just like hitting the attack button repeatedly.
Infected and the bloaters down there, or floaters, were the worst.
Well, didn't they have like suicide zombies that blew up?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those didn't really.
I think the infected were my least favorite. They just be charging your ass.
Yeah, the suiciders wasn't. That's probably the easiest to deal with, just because they're so freaking slow. You can hear them.
That shitty weapon you got on, you had them.
Yeah.
You can just throw like a knife at something and they just blow up.
See him, buddy. I've been saving this dead machete for you.
Yes, sir.
I got back into playing Dead Island not too long ago, and you remember that mission where you first go up to that what's that? It's that building on top of the beach.
Yeah, the lighthouse.
No, not the lighthouse. It's like where you first meet. You have to go there.
Oh, are you talking about the like ranger station or whatever it's called?
Yeah, ranger station. Yeah, and like you remember that big guy in like in front of the gate or whatever. Like I got mad at that game because it was like I think they're called like brutes.
Thugs?
Oh, the thugs.
Yeah, thugs. Yeah, thugs. And I got mad because like I couldn't hit him because every time he hit me, he just throw me back and I hit the ground. Well, I couldn't hit him. I ended up getting mad because I died. And I was like, all right, I guess I ain't playing this freaking game.
That was our favorite enemy to mess with because we'd break both his arms and make it to where he just headbutt. That's like the greatest thing ever. I could see them bringing back every zombie type, honestly. Well, I don't see how the floater would fit in if they did. Because what me and Jordan think, we kind of think that they're going to set it in Hollywood, not Hollywood, maybe either Hollywood or LA, because it seems like it's in California by the looks of it, the trailers.
Did they do you're talking about that trailer that released like way back ago that had that one song to it and it shows a guy like slowly turning into a zombie?
I know what you're talking about.
I want to say we have an updated trailer, but I'm not 100% sure. I think we did because of them I think they released it at the same time as they announced the pre-order. But yeah, it seems like it's going to be in Cali, which I don't have no problem with it. It's not an island, but you still have that beach feel, and you got the inner city.
Beach police. They will make a return. Yeah, beach police.
Yeah, I was telling Jordan, I hope they have like some sort of like nightclub or something in the city, and there's just zombies still dancing. They're like raving out.
Oh, dude, that'd be funny. Just go in there and start beating the crap out. No dancing in the club.
Bouncer. I think
get out of here. You're like shoving them out the door.
I think with it being set in California too, Hollywood lets it kind of set up for cooler vehicles other than just like the truck. That'd be neat.
Yeah,
I didn't have no problem with it. The home run shotgun mod in the tail in the bed was like the best thing ever, though.
I mean, I remember at some point in Dead Island, I got to the point where like this guy, I played with like random people at the time.
Yeah.
Like, I just get on and just play with a bunch of random people. And
I played with like a bunch of high school kids.
Yeah, and like this guy gives me a bunch of like modded guns.
Yeah,
and stuff.
same thing.
And I did I just one tap everything. I was like, and I got to the point where I was like, it's just not really fun no more. You just one tapping everything.
Yeah.
But did you guys ever play Sunset Overdrive?
Yeah, I love. We played it. Yeah, we played it together.
Me and Jordan were just talking about that a couple podcasts ago on zombies games, and I was like, "That's the one game that I really wanted to try, but I never got to."
Dude, it's actually a really good game.
Yeah.
Like, I enjoyed it.
Played it, Logan.
Oh, I don't know if we have. I can't remember, dude. This was like a while back. I remember when it released. I thought the trailer was so cool.
Yeah, same.
Oh yeah, the trailer was really cool.
It came out whenever the Xbox One first came out. I just remember that game was one of the ones that I was like super pumped for.
Yeah, that game was really fun because you get to like. It had that like punk style, and you get to grind around on rails. And
it just reminded me like Tony Hawk meets zombie.
Yeah, because I used to run around and just beat the crap out of things with a guitar and stuff, and you had all like the different kind of weapons. You had like guns that shot like frisbees that explode, and you got ones that shoot like teddy bears and that did some. World. It was like a bunch of random stuff. Yeah, it was a really fun game.
Yeah.
I really liked State of Decay. Did you ever play it, Logan?
Oh yeah, dude! I got back into State of Decay. I played the second one.
Yeah, that game's so fun.
Oh, dude, it was really fun. I remember the Juggernaut. I was trying to kill it, and then I didn't know like each of the special zombies had like a kill animation. And the Juggernaut, he picks me up. He picks up my character at the time. I can't remember which character I was playing, but he picks me up, bites into me, then tears me in half.
Oh my god, Mortal Kombat!
I was like, oh my god.
That's so funny. Logan, you never did get very big into like the Call of Duty franchise, did you? I know you played a little bit.
Dude, Call of Duty, Call of Duty wasn't my thing, man.
Yeah.
I couldn't get into it. Like, I loved playing zombies. Don't get me wrong. Zombies was my favorite thing to do, but the multiplayer, it made me mad. I couldn't stand the multiplayer. I tried Warzone on the new Call of Duty, the Modern Warfare that just released not too long ago, and I think is it Modern Warfare or Modern Warfare 2?
Yeah, the newest ones too.
Yeah. I tried Warzone for the first time. I thought that was really fun.
Yeah, Warzone's one of those things where it's like it can be fun, but a lot of 90% of the time it's toxic, dude. Like, God, it's horrible.
Yeah, because I like cause you can get in the back of helicopters and you actually can run around the back of helicopters, which I thought was really cool. I grabbed a freaking sniper rifle and I just point shot and I ended up downing somebody.
Nice.
And I don't know how far away I was or anything, but I was like, oh, well, I'll probably never be able to do that again.
That makes me think of a franchise that we all like just are crazy about. Battlefield, dude. Oh my god, Battlefield. We all played.
Dude, I can get behind Battlefield. It sucks that Battlefield 5 not Battlefield 5, Battlefield 2042. It sucks that 2042 kind of flopped.
Yeah.
It just wasn't the same.
Yeah, it might turn around and turn back into like kind of like 4, kind of like 4 had a turnaround, but I don't know. They did bring back the original classes that Battlefield 4 had. They didn't get rid of the specialists entirely, but they got rid of where you could use any, like, the medic could use a repair tool or the repair engineer could use a healing gun. Like, they got rid of that. They made it to where, if you were a medic, you only had access to medic stuff. So they're trying to transition into more Battlefield 4 stuff.
I'm glad they did that. I didn't know they did that yet.
Yeah.
Like the 2042, like that's the only thing that kind of killed me. I think I played like an hour and a half of it, and I was like, man, this is not good. I didn't like it. This is a specialist. I didn't like the specialist idea.
Yeah.
I didn't like the I wish it was like Battlefield 4 where you're like, all right, man, this is your dude. You pick the gun and here you go.
I don't know why in games they're trying to make it to where the player is like this crazy elite soldier that has all these abilities. Like, I feel like that's what they're getting away from. Because, like, if you look back in the old Call of Duty and old Battlefield days, you were just a soldier.
Yeah.
You're nothing special.
Like, you played like especially like the first CODs, like 1, 2, and 3. Dude, people dying left and right in that campaign. Like.
Yeah,
it just had like a sense of realism to it,
Yeah, like with the specialist idea, like it's like, man, it's not really as fun. You're playing as this like elite person. Oh wow, cool. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's kind of cool, but at the same time, it's like, man, yeah, I've done this for the past like 6 other games.
Yeah,
it's not really as fun.
Yeah, I know you and Jordan played a Battlefield that I never got to enjoy. Bad Company 2. I never got to play that game.
Oh yeah,
Bad Company 2 was so much fucking fun.
That's the best.
That was the best one. Well, I want to say 4, 3, and Bad Company 2 were the best ones.
Yeah.
But man, Bad Company 2, I remember my dad had it on Xbox 360 at the time, and man, I have replayed that campaign so many times. I just constantly replay it, because it was so fun.
It was. I like the campaign on those, like, best campaign ever, dude.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's been like, I wasn't really excited for 2042. I was really excited because I thought we was going to get Bad Company 3, which I was excited for. I was like, oh man, this is going to be great. I was like, oh man, this is going to be awesome. Bad Company 2 was one of the best ones ever. I can't wait for Bad Company 3. Nah, we got 2042.
It had some hype behind it too, like big time. Everybody thought it was going to be like the next Battlefield 4.
The trailer was really cool. Don't get me wrong. The trailer was badass because they got the Renazook, which is that guy jumping out of the jet and shoots him with a rocket launcher, which I thought was really cool. But
yeah, and they even showed C4 buggies in the trailer, which blew my mind. I'm like, are you serious? Like,
and like the weather thing with like the tornado and stuff. I was like, oh, dude, that's honestly really cool. That's a good idea. But like in game, it's like it doesn't do anything. It's
I was outside the map. It's just like an inconvenience. Is really all it is. It's like, okay, well, we can't use this part of the map for a little bit. Like, it's nothing compared to a Levolution.
Oh, dude, the Levolution in Battlefield 4 was cool. I remember the first time I saw the skyscraper fail.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, it kind of makes me think that they can't do it. Like, that they aren't going to be able to recreate that feeling of Battlefield 4. I mean, I could get on 2042 and have an all right time, but it's not Battlefield 4.
No, man. Battlefield 5 was all right. I mean, I liked it.
Yeah, I played it quite a bit when it first came out.
I was really good at flying planes there for a little bit.
Was that the one where it was like... no, I'm thinking of Hardline. Hardline was the one that...
Hardline was pretty fun, too.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong. Hardline was pretty fun. Battlefield 5 is the World War II one.
Oh, okay. And I played Battlefield 1. Battlefield 1 was pretty fun, especially playing Cavalry.
Dude, Battlefield 1 was fun. Dude, I remember like running atop the Zeppelin that was catching on fire, and you're like running off, trying to run, jump off. But I can't remember. I used to do a lot of stupid stuff in Battlefield 1 that I thought was funny.
Battlefield 1 had a little too short of a lifespan. Like, people got off it pretty quick. I kind of liked it. Compared to, like, Call of Duty's attempts at World War games, like, I think Battlefield took the cake. If you don't count the like, early Battle or Call of Duties.
Oh, dude, the early Call of Duties were it's
Battlefield 1942 is pretty good.
I never played that one. That's the only Battlefield I don't think the 1942 and the very futuristic one, like looks like really far in the future. I haven't played that one.
Was Battlefield 4, the tanks and the Phantom maps. That's what they got blueprints in the Battlefield you're talking about of that.
Oh, that's crazy! Really?
Yeah,
that's a cool Easter egg.
There's a bunch of Easter eggs on the last DLC map about.
Oh, dude, like Hardline's like Neebs Gaming.
Yeah, I love the Easter eggs.
Oh yeah, the Easter eggs are so funny.
And the one where he's in the toilet's hilarious.
I don't think I've seen any of those videos.
Oh, dude, they're funny as crap.
The only Neebs I've seen is Battlefield Friends and some of their ARC videos.
Oh, dude, and Battlefield, like the Battlefield 4 Easter eggs are really cool. You got the dinosaur. You got the T-Rex. The
Megalodon.
the Megalodon, the Sasquatch, what else was there? I can't remember.
I don't know. There's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot, and I think I've done like 4 of them.
I was unaware that it even had Easter eggs.
Oh yeah, dude, you had to do like
on fuck. What's the one I hate with the AA on like the middle of the map and you spawn on the boats?
Parasol Storm.
Yeah, God, dude, I hate that map, and that's
Oh,
the
dude.
Megalodon.
You get
Parasol
a good,
Storm.
you get a good dude in attack boat. Oh my god, you're screwed. Your team's screwed.
Oh, dude, I had the first time I played that map.
Or
I had,
AA.
Yeah, dude. Me and you.
Only one AA, so that controls air, which is going to control ground.
But before they patched the engineer class, where you could have you could use the stinger on the back of, dude, me and you were a force to be reckoned with. Like,
you didn't mess with me, bro.
I
love playing tanks, man. Tanks is where I was at.
Yeah, you get a good tank squad too. That's OP. Like if you have a good group of people with tanks, oof. But you have the idiots that get in tanks just want to use them for transport. Like
jets too. I'm so good with a jet, and then people be wasting them.
Hey man, I need to get my.
I never really liked flying the jets. I didn't really like flying the jets.
I love it, dude. I love it. Get me an Warthog, bro.
Dude, like Goldman Railways, like I love Goldman Railway. That's like one of my favorite maps, just because it's so open and you get all the tanks.
Yeah, man, that's a good tank map, and that's a good attack choppy map too.
Attack jet map too.
Dude, you're so good with that Warthog. It looked like a freaking Black Ops 2 score streak getting called in because you'd be so precise with those safe runs.
That's my favorite Black Ops 2 score streak too.
Calling in the Warthog.
So dope, bro.
I miss Call of Duty. Merc kind of teased that he's getting ready to do another revival day, and I'm so excited to see. If I don't own the Call of Duty, I will. I'm getting back on. Did you see where he might have got? I'm pretty sure that he was the one that got Treyarch to fix Black Ops 3. They're getting ready to for PC.
I saw that.
After 5
Black Ops
years,
3 wasn't that bad. I mean, I enjoyed the campaign. Wasn't good, but I enjoyed Black Ops 3.
I enjoyed the campaign too. Like it wasn't.
The campaign was The campaign was kind of for me.
I understand a lot of people don't like it because it didn't follow up with the Woods storyline. Even though Makarov still was in not Makarov, whatever his name was, the bad guy, he was still in the Black Ops 3 campaign. I still really liked it. It was a weird storyline. It messed with you psychologically. I liked it.
Yeah, like the zombies map. Like I said earlier, like I was a big Call of Duty Zombies person. Like Origins, Origins is probably my all-time favorite one to play.
Same.
Yeah, Jordan's turning me into an Origins player. We got Jordan's slowly been teaching me how to do like stuff on the map. We've done the Easter egg like 1 or 2 times, and I'm getting to the point to where I could do my staff on my own somewhat. You know, it's a learning curve.
I've never done the Easter egg on that.
Yeah, we did.
I don't think I've ever done any other. I don't think I've done any Easter egg on any zombie map. I just played just to play.
Yeah, I hadn't either. I think that's why I never got to do any, because I played with Logan before I met you, Jordan. So me and Logan never really did Easter eggs. We just kind of played.
I mean, because I never really knew how to do them.
Yeah.
Because I didn't really want to waste my time with it. Yeah. But I mean, the first time, like when you first time load up into Origins, like you see the giant robots, you're like, oh my god, wow. Then man, the intro cutscene, yeah, that Avenged Sevenfold song playing, which is cool as crap. Yeah.
I seen a meme that was like, whenever you actually let the opening scene play through, so you can get hyped up for playing.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Man, Shadow of Evil was alright. I think I've done that. I think that's the only. Never mind. I take that back. That was the only Easter egg I've done with Shadow.
Yeah, we did that one.
Yeah, Shadows is super easy. Yeah, I think all three of us, and maybe my wife was playing it with us too. I want to say. Yeah, that's.
I remember when we first started playing it. I made friends with the giant tentacle monster, Calvin Calamari.
I remember that.
I was like, I can't remember how old I was.
I remember the Stego too.
Dave the Stego. I was gonna say something about that before we got off for sure.
Dave the Stego would forever live on.
Anytime we tame a Stego in an art game, he's forever known as Dave.
Yeah. Dave the Stego.
That was the first thing I tamed in Survival of the Fittest too. Whenever me and Jordan got on
it was.
Version. I was like,
I said we had the same one for Logan.
Dave lives on.
I remember the first time we started playing Ark, we were settling at the top of the map next to that little pond.
Yes, sir.
And we built a base. We had a stego and something else.
No telling. Probably a raptor.
Maybe a raptor too. And it was like at the time, like it was really hard to like we were just beginning, so it was really hard for us to get stuff. Didn't we end up getting into like a giant clan war?
Yeah.
And then we was trying to escape into the woods, and I lost. And I think Dave died, and I was like, I got depressed.
Just hear a gunshot in the forest. End it all. He can't handle it. Can't go on without Dave.
It's too much.
Yeah, dude, Stegosaurus was like my favorite dinosaur. For some odd reason, I don't know why I named him Dave. I think it's like the first. I think it's just like the first thing that popped in my head. My little like 12-year-old head was Dave.
Forever stuck.
Yeah,
it don't matter.
Logan, you probably haven't played Ark in a long time, have you?
Dude, I haven't. I mean,
the Stego's got a big TLC. Like they are pretty crazy now. Like you can,
they're good.
You can like change how their plates are oriented on their body. Whether you want to have them like do more damage for like sharpness or defense, they like flatten out, and then for like I can't remember. There's one other thing, and it like kind of moves the plates. But yeah, it changes the color of the plates. It's super cool. They got a big TLC.
Man, like my favorite map on Ark was probably Scorched Earth. That's probably my favorite one. Yeah, man.
I could not play that map, bro.
It was miserable, but it was so wild.
God, I tried that map. It's so hard, dude. Like that map is.
It was miserable. I hated it.
But it was for some odd reason I thought it was fun because I guess it was because they added like dragons and stuff.
Dude, you need to play the newest DLC map. I think it was gonna be the last DLC map. They put literally everything. There's every wyvern. I don't think the crystal wyverns are in there, but every wyvern's on there. Every tame's on there. Like it's crazy. And like the end boss are like a set of wolves. It's pretty, or like ghost wolves or something. It's really cool.
Oh yeah, the Viking one.
Yeah, Foreigner. They introduced the Foreigner Hawk. That thing is so cool. It's one of those tames that can ride on your shoulder, and anytime like you die or something, if you come near your bag, the Hawk will jump off your shoulder, go get your bag, and bring it back to you.
I'm looking in the Steam store right now, man. They've released a lot of new maps. They got. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that one, but they got Lost Island.
Vulgaro's a good map too.
Yeah, Vulgaro. That's what it's called.
Yeah, I thought that's whenever you said a map you couldn't pronounce, I was like, yeah, it's probably Vulgaro.
Ragnarok, I like that map a lot. That was really fun.
Yeah, that's what I like about Ark is they've got these like creator maps, and they don't charge you anything for the custom maps. They're free.
Oh, dude, like I like Ragnarok. Cause that was a really pretty map.
I liked the Sinner. Sinner was the first DLC map. It was cool too. I like the weird like volcano island with like the face. The volcano had a face carved into it.
Oh yeah, then like you got the redwood forest.
I don't know if it had the red. It might have. I don't remember.
Yeah, it was on the side of the map, but it was like, but you had.
Yeah. So it's kind of like teasing it, pretty much.
I remember I used to just ride around like on a boat, and act like a pirate.
Yeah. I'm excited for Ark 2 whenever it ever comes out. I'm definitely gonna be pre-ordering that day of pre-order. Like Ark's my game.
I hope Vin Diesel's in it.
I just hope they don't like change the combat too much because that's kind of what it sounds like they're gonna do. But oh well, I'll get over it, I guess.
I remember the glitches in that game. Like you would kill a dinosaur and it's like the body would just like spaz out.
Yeah. Logan, did you play Ark whenever they had the diseases, or was that after you got done playing it?
Oh yeah, I remember. I used to.
We went to the swamp that time.
The swamp AIDS.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, it was called swamp AIDS. It was like, he got the disease.
Yeah, stay back. God, yeah.
I remember like we personally trap people and try to give them the disease just because we thought it was funny.
I'm so glad you remember that. That was the greatest thing ever.
We'll personally try to trap people just to kill them.
Do you remember Big Bill Cole?
I don't.
Dang. We
I don't know if that was with him or not.
In that little pond that we had our base built around, dude, a coal spawned in that was like literally as big as they come. Like this thing was the size of like a parasaur.
Yeah, dude, I remember that because that coal was freaking massive.
Like it looked like a megalodon.
Yeah, we didn't want to kill it because it's like we don't want to kill this because it's cool.
You know how much meat it would have gave us? That thing should have gave Prime.
Yeah, prime fish meat. God. Oh, Logan has been what?
So I was about to say, but Ark it was a fun game. I guess I just lost interest in it over time.
Yeah, it's not for everybody, and I tell that to people too. If they ever like, if I'm like, hey, have you ever played Ark? And like, yeah, I did, and I didn't like it. I'm like, man, that's just one of those games. It really isn't for everybody. It is. It's very, very hard if you never played a game like that before in the beginning. You just if you don't like dying in a video game, you ain't gonna like Ark because you're gonna die a lot.
No, you die a lot.
Like even the pros, like I've got like 600 hours or whatever on that game, dude, and I'm still dying all the time.
That was the only, man. I liked Ark and all, but it wasn't my type of game.
Yeah.
It was at first because I was like dinosaurs. I love that. Like, I'm a dinosaur nerd. I love dinosaurs.
That's me.
To this day, to this day I thought about going out and getting a Stegosaurus tattoo.
Nothing wrong with that.
I honestly thought I get a Stegosaurus tattoo. I love the fucking Jurassic Park movies and shit like that. But
I've really looked into actually getting getting like a real dinosaur bone or like an amber or something and for my desk whenever I build my house. Like that would make me so happy. Like that'd be the best desk ornament ever. Like a dinosaur bone or something. Yeah. They'd probably cost me like several $100s, but it'd be so cool. Like the best paperweight ever is a dinosaur bone.
That would be kind of cool.
Logan, it's been freaking awesome having you on. I really hope we can have you
on
again.
Thanks for having me, man. I got all kinds of stories, man. Like for all these years, man, my video game experiences and all the stupid stuff I do outside of video games. Man, I got stories everywhere, man. Let's just say it's been wild, but not wild. You know what I mean?
You've lived a lot of life for a 22-year-old.
I've almost died a lot.
In real life, he's almost died a lot.
I've had alcohol poisoning at least 4 times.
Jesus.
I've almost died in a car wreck at least 6. I've almost done something stupid. I almost killed myself at least a couple times. Let's see. I don't know, man. Wow.
We'll definitely have to get you back on to hear some of those stories.
Oh man, like one more story. I got one more story. Like I went on vacation a while back ago. We went to the mountains, and I got I got super drunk in a hot tub, and I almost drowned in a hot tub.
Damn.
Jesus Christ! I think I remember you telling me that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I drank a lot.
God. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode as much as we did. We loved having Logan on and we cannot wait to have him on again. Guys, if you liked the episode, definitely follow, like, and rate us on whatever platform you're listening on. And we'll see you guys in the next one.